Body shots and bullet hits are a staple ingredient of any action movie. As early as 1902, Edwin S. Porter played extensively with guns that fired real shot with cosmetic powder flashes, more popularly seen in The Great Train Robbery. Skilled marksmen were hired so that the fired shots would be clear of the actors, but obviously this was still incredibly risky, potentially deadly, method. The use of the split screen and other developments meant the end for this highly dangerous technique. Squib's modern methods of creating gunshot contact involve creating gunshot blows using nothing more than compressed air. Small areas of plaster in the sets and walls are hollowed out and refilled with debris, and then a compressor pump is added behind this. The blow of the air is synchronized with the replica gunshot. Pyrotechnic bullet hits operate on a very different system that often involves a small explosive device called a squib. A squib resembles an ordinary domestic fuse with a wire connecting it to a source of electrical power. When the power is switched on, the squib will explode. However, the method is only successful as long as the squibs themselves are packed tightly, which results in a more dramatic effect. Careful preparation is essential so that the holes are well concealed. The synchronization between the hits also requires precision accuracy. The wires themselves connect to the power source through a device called the clinker box, which is an electronic device that's pre-programmed to time out the impact explosions. Bullet hits when a character is shot by a bullet in the movies. More elaborate methods are required. One of the easiest methods involves the use of artificial blood-filled capsules that can be shot at performers. Another is the use of a small bag of artificial blood and a squib with a wire running down the pant leg of the actor to the detonating device. The performer is protected from harm via the use of a metal plate backed with a layer of leather strapped to the body of the performer. All of this is concealed by clever planning in terms of costume design and fabrication. By the 1970s, physical effects artists commonly used blood packs to add dramatic impact. Anna Domini Flowers and Joe Lombardi greatly advanced this craft in the Francis Ford Coppola film The Godfather. For his death scene of Sonny Curl 1, actor James Caan was rigged with dozens of squibs and blood packs, wired to a battery which ignited the squibs. By this time they had made explosive bullet hits that were flat and round, and it was very effective. Anna Domini Flowers, physical effects supervisor of The Matrix for the thrilling final battle in The Matrix directed by the Wachowskis, cinematographer Bill Pope filmed the dizzying onslaught of bullets often at high speed 300 FPS. Over 1,000 small-scale explosives were built into drilled holes in the set's walls, which were then disguised and covered up. No cell phones were allowed within 300 feet of the set, because at that time, the frequency of cell phones could set off the electronic squibs. The lobby scene took 10 days to film, and it took 6 to 8 hours to rebuild the whole set after each take. In the rooftop confrontation with Agent Smith, you can actually see that when Neo's wardrobe was scored to allow the squib to blast through. Later on in the action sequence, Neo uses the minigun on a helicopter to fire through a glass window. Because Neo blasts out the building's windows with the minigun aboard the helicopter, the effects people had to create a pattern of bullet hit effects, but they couldn't squib the glass because we'd have been able to see the wires. In front of and above the glass, they rigged hundreds of mortars that projected sand hard enough to shatter the window in a predetermined pattern. The walls in the room, as well as the people, were also squibbed in that same pattern. The water then had to come pouring out of the broken windows, all in one shot.